Welcome to Let's Talk Under the Tree. What's up, T Smalls? What's up with your boy?
What's going on, Mr. Palmer? What's happening?
We got Miss Natalie C Hall. I think the C stands for courageous or cautious. What you think?
Hey, man, all of that, all the above, my brother.
I heard it come from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but you got to stop on the C for
Oh,
courageous.
I
And
know
that's
that's
what,
right.
yeah, that's what she is. What's going on, Miss Natalie?
Nothing much. How are you guys?
All right. T Smalls, show her some love.
Man, we talking up under the tree.
There you go. I think that she had a hard day in the rain. You got to play it back 2 times. Show her some love, love.
Man, we talking up under the tree.
Welcome, ma'am, from the U.S. Small Business Association here today. We're glad you can make it. How you handling things in the weather and this coronavirus?
I'm handling it well, being that we're working from home, so I don't have to be out in the rain unless I just have to dash into the office and come back. But other than that, I've been fine.
I hear a little northern accent. What you think about that, T. Small? What you
Oh
hear?
yeah, man. She sounds like she from the north, man.
Yeah,
I hear a little bit of something in there.
Yeah, you caught that.
yeah. So where you coming from? New York City?
We close Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right, all right,
Oh,
all right.
I
Okay.
think I think we got a little feisty one on here tonight. That make sure you pronounce your words right. you know
Uh,
they, huh?
I'm gonna make sure I don't be bum fumbling on here. You know how we do it down in the south, bum fumbling.
I'm fumbling. So with the U.S. Small Business Association, a lot of folks hear about it, but they really don't know what exactly it is in a nutshell. I'm sure you hear about that a lot, and it comes across your desk and travels that people hear about it, and they don't really know if it's really true. What really goes on. So tell us a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
Okay. Okay. So first off, I'd like to say thank you for having me so I can give information on the agency and how we can assist individuals in our territory. The second thing is, I'm sorry to have to do this, but it's administration, not association, because
Okay.
we don't want people to go in and there is an organization called Small Business Association. So we don't
Okay.
want them to be
Okay.
confused. So
Okay.
the SBA is the federal government agency, and our mission is to help individuals that's looking to start or grow a small business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whether it's a business that's going to be full-time, part-time. The agency is here to make sure if anyone is going to invest their time and money in creating or growing a business, that you have someone that can assist you. And
Right.
it costs you nothing but your time. A lot of times individuals may stay away or don't reach out to us because they feel like, okay, we have this agency that's available, but how much is it going to cost us? You pay taxes, you are already paying for it.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Oh,
wow.
wow. On the grant side, I'm sure you're going to get some questions tonight about the grant side, government grants. Is that really a hard thing to do? Are you familiar with that? Are you involved with that?
Tiny bit, just a tiny bit. So a lot of individuals here, like, yes, SBA has grants for individuals to start or grow a business, which is untrue. So we don't provide grants to individuals that's actually looking to start a business or to grow a business. So the grants would come from the SBA putting out an opportunity for an organization to become one of our resources. So there is a federal grants website, that's grants.gov, that individuals can go on to search for entities and organizations that do provide grants. But the grants that come from the Small Business Administration, one again, would be to bring on an organization that wants to become a resource partner with SBA, or for someone that is looking to do research and development, and you have to compete for that. So someone that's looking to open up a restaurant, let's say maybe a dry cleaners or something like that, there are no grants for those purposes through the SBA. Now, I'm not saying that there are not grants out there, but with the Small Business Administration, not for starting or growing a business.
Wow. Do you think things have slowed down with the process that's involved with, getting some assistance, from what you do to help people?
No, not at all. Based on what's going on with COVID-19, we are still getting those phone calls from those individuals that want to continue to start a business, even with the pandemic that's going on, they're reaching out to us for support. Of course, we have those small business owners that are reaching out to us for help because their business has been going through drastic changes. But no, that has not stopped individuals from reaching out to us for help with starting a business, maybe looking for counseling or mentoring, or even financial assistance, because we provide financial assistance, counseling and mentoring, as well as a government contracting program.
Mr. Smalls is from South Carolina, and he mentioned to me about a week ago he wanted to start a chicken farm. So that's what he do. So
Okay.
if he was to come to you, is it like a long, lengthy process? Is it a lot of red tape?
No, it's not.
That's it.
So, and his business is going to be located where? You said in North
I
Carolina?
think. Well, no, he's from South Carolina, but he's looking for some land in Yulee, just to start it up. A rural area.
Right. No, the process is not long at all. It just depends on how much time that individual has to work on the things that they have to pull together, because you're starting a business. So of course, if he don't have a business plan already in place, we're going to help him to pull together that business plan, which is going to be that roadmap. Plus, there's other things that's going to be involved: license, insurance, permits, those things like that. We want to make sure that he is properly set up to run that business. Should he need financing, we're also going to guide him and help him to get financing as well. So it's not a long process. It just depends. So if you're working with one of our resource partners, we do have resource partners. I get a chance to talk about that. That's basically going to walk someone through the whole process. And even once we get someone to the place where they are having a ribbon cutting, we still want to continue to have that relationship, because a business is always going to go through changes. So basically, we want to be there for the life of the business.
Well, Small, since you heard all that, are you encouraged about this chicken farm? Are you going to be selling eggs or just organic chickens?
Hey man, just hey man, it is what it is, man. Chickens, eggs, all that. You know that. Hey, what would cause someone, like if y'all helping them out and they going through the process, for example, what would cause someone to kind of like not finish the process? What is the number one thing that has someone backing out and say, oh, I can't do this, or things of that nature?
Okay, so it could be a couple of things. So once they start working with us and one of our resource partners, and they hear everything that's involved, just to work alone, how much you have to put into it. Some individuals may say, you know what, that's not for me, because I didn't think I had to go through all of that. Because when someone is thinking about starting a business, there are things that you're not even thinking about. Okay, things that you need to be doing. So by working with SBA and our resource partners, they're going to make you aware of that. Okay. Right. Another thing could be financing. So if someone needs capital to get their doors open, and in their mindset, they may feel like, hey, I need 150,000. And that may be the longest, tedious process. Okay. Because if someone has to go and fix their credit, that can hold things up. So, what is this? If you have to go get letters or whatever, that can hold the process up, because we have a loan program, but we don't lend directly. So those individuals have to go to the lending institutions that participate in our loan program. But again, we are here to assist individuals. So it just depends. If someone truly has that passion, heart, and drive, they're going to stick to it. But a lot of times, individuals, I want to say maybe the biggest thing would be the financing, because a lot of times individuals don't prepare themselves for that. Okay. Now I'm down to the last minute. I need financing. I signed a lease or whatever. So now, people just did things, put the horse before the cart before the horse. And now everything is a rush. We don't want you to rush, because you're going to sign things that you shouldn't be signing. But a lot of times I will say maybe the number one thing would be not being able to get financial assistance.
Wow. So there you go, Mrs. Smalls, about your chicken farm.
Yeah, man. That's a lot of chicken for 150,000.
But loan products do start from anywhere from about 1,000 up to 5 million. And I would tell anyone, if you know down the line that you will need to get finance, and even if you have your own money, you still don't want to use your own funds. If you can, use other people's money for your business, you don't want to wait until then. You want to get things in place. As of right now, check your credit report. make sure things that are there are supposed to be there, get rid of some things. So now when you get in front of that loan officer at that lending institution, they're not questioning you. They're not telling you, unfortunately, you asked for 150,000, but we can only give you maybe 75,000. You don't want to be told that. So you need to, begin to put things in order. And again, SBA can assist you. We're not a credit repair, but there are some things that we can walk with you through and just share some information with you to help you through that process before you even get there.
It is a stumbling block that you see is mostly people with credit, issues. Is that a biggie, or it's kind of like, I'm not going to say wave, but kind of pat it down a little bit to give some assistance? Is that like a hard stumble that people cross?
No, because our loan program is not direct. So what that means is you have to go to one of the lending institutions. Those guys do not have to use our products, number one. So when someone goes to a lending institution, and hey, the SBA has a loan product. So basically we can back the loan, we can guarantee that loan, and lenders like that. Because if something was to happen, they don't take a loss. Okay, the SBA is going to pay them and come after the borrower. So what that means is someone can have funds, someone can have, the collateral, whatever is needed to put for a loan, but it's up to that lending institution to say yes or no. So again, that's why we're here. We want to prepare you. We want to let you know what to expect from the lender and what they're going to expect from you. Because a lot of times individuals may not want to reach out to us, may not want to work with us. They may say, hey, you know what? I already have my business plan, my other supporting documents. I just need to know the banks to participate. And they may just go up to the lending institution on their own because they feel like, hey, I have the collateral, I have this. But that lender could feel like, I have too many loans like that already in our portfolio. We don't want to do that deal. Okay, so again, that's why we want to assist someone and walk them through that process.
Oh, good. How important is that business plan? Does it have to be, I call it, spades typed? I mean, very well written, or, what so have you in that process?
So that business plan is going to speak for you. Right. So you sitting across from that loan officer telling them, hey, this is what my vision is. They want to see it in black and white, because that's going to let them know what it is you're doing, what you're looking to do, how much you're looking to borrow, and can you afford to make those loan payments. So it's very important. Some people hear a business plan and just like, what, I'm done. Some people think your business plan has to be 50, 60, 70 pages. It doesn't. It just depends what industry that you're in, what you're looking to do. And just remember, someone has to read it. So if you don't catch their attention, I want to say within the first 7 to 10 pages, you're going to lose them. Okay. Again, that's why it's important to utilize the services of SBA so we can assist you with that. We have resource partners that this is what they do on a daily basis. Okay. Someone can have a business plan with 3 to 4 pages. It just depends, because your business plan is never going to be complete. What happens if you do open up that farm, your business starts to grow 8 to 12 months down the line, you're in a position where you can hire 3 employees. Now you want to go back and modify that business plan. Or what happens in the beginning if everything is not going well, everything is not going in order that you have in that business plan. Now let's come back to the table and modify it. Your business plan is your roadmap. It's very important. There are successful businesses that are running on a daily basis without a business plan. So if a business plan is ever needed, now they have to come back to the table and start from scratch and pull that business plan together. So a business plan is very important.
Hey, Smalls, what's your target date for this chicken farm?
I don't know, man. COVID-19 sweeping across the nation right now, man. It's hard to say, bro. It's hard to say. Okay. The chickens might get COVID, man. You know what I'm saying? They might get COVID. I can't spend $150,000, man, and all the chickens, man, gone. Man, you know what I mean? Then I have to come back to the business table and say, hey, man, COVID-19, man, took all my chickens.
With the business of chickens that you mentioned to me, how long were you thinking about doing this since you was a little boy coming from a rural area, or what is it? You like organic chickens or eggs, or what gave you the idea?
Hey man, it's just, hey man, it's a free country, man. Free country. That's it.
And that might be a great business to get into. And just think, your farm may be in a rural area. For rural businesses, that's an initiative that the SBA does have. There's programs that's out there for rural businesses, along with USDA. So there are resources that's out there that will basically help you. I truly feel that businesses that exist today and individuals that's looking to maybe one day turn on that light is to take what they learned from COVID-19. Even if you're not a small business owner, look to see what happened to these previous business owners and try to use that as a best practice. I don't think individuals should run or stop their dream because of COVID-19. That should just be a push for them to say, okay, you know what? I feel this business didn't have that in place. I'm gonna have that in place just in case something like this happens again. So use it. Use it to your full advantage. I mean, you want to have a farm. You may not start. I don't know. I can't tell you what an acre look like. Say, if in your mind, you want 10 acres, start with 1 or 2. We want individuals to dream big, but start small. And that's the key. Dream big, but start small, because, at the end of the day, who's to say 5 or 10 years down the line, you might be in a position where you're done. Like, you know what, I'm done. I want to sell it. I'm out the business. So dream big, but start small and utilize the U.S. Small Business Administration.
Are there a lot of people, saying what's going on now, trying to get their own business coming through you guys? Is it a big demand right now? People want to work for themselves and trying to, use the Small Business Administration for assistance?
Yes, because of what's going on, a lot of people, got displaced. So it's like, okay, you know what? I done been through this too many times. I'm not going back. I don't want someone else to tell me, okay, I have to let you go. Now I want to, take the risk myself. So yes, we are seeing those phone calls. We are getting those emails from those individuals that want to start those businesses. And of course, now they're going to be more mindful on things, so they won't be in a position where they have to let employees go. But sometimes you just can't help everything. But like I said, utilize what you see going on now. If you're planning on starting a business, utilize that.
Right.
Right.
I think I might have asked you this before. When you guys, when people come to you, you have the resources to guide them in the right directions. And the good, and I think that's what you said you do. And you have the good contacts, especially you have the contacts. Maybe I'm right or wrong, I'm not sure. Or government contracts, you can steer them in the direction for that with you guys, as contacts. Is that correct?
That is true. So the Small Business Administration, we have 4 resource partners that we partly fund. So for instance, if you guys come to the office or whatever, my role is to provide the marketing and outreach for SBA to let individuals know who we are, what we do it, how we do it, and why we do it. We have the 4 resource partners, which are SCORE, the Small Business Development Center. We have a Women's Business Center. And for our military community, including the spouses, we have a Veterans Business Outreach Center. All 4 of those resource partners are partly funded by SBA to provide that free business mentoring and counseling. They're going to be the ones, like I mentioned, to walk someone through the process. Okay. For someone that's interested in contracting, we do have a resource, which is called the Procurement Technical Assistance Center. It's a lot of information. All of this can be found on the website, which is sba.gov. Okay. On the contract piece, I tell individuals, hey, that's a great way to take your business to the next level. So if you've been in business 2 or 3 years and you find out that the government actually purchase or buys your product or service, why not throw your business out there so you can compete for some of those opportunities? Okay. Right. And I didn't mention, I'm also the veterans rep for the North Florida District Office. So I work with a lot of military communities as well as stakeholders and resource partners as well.
You're absolutely right. I'm going to piggyback on what you're saying about the using you guys for resources to, go in the right direction for the government contracts. I actually had a chance to look on the website for the government contracts for, jobs or whatever you're trying to do. It was thousands of them. I mean, hundreds of thousands. I'm sure you've probably seen it before, but it was thousands. I mean, smalls, right? hundreds all over.
Man, it's always, man. It's always, and that's a good thing, man, because everybody trying to be independent, man. Everybody trying to get their product or their services out there. So that's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of fact, though, if they get over that hump, like she was explaining, Miss Hall was explaining. Well, if you get over that hump and actually get to that point, man, then now you see your business and your business plan come to life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And some of the government contract. Go ahead, Ms. Hall.
No, what I was gonna say, this platform right here, just allowing me to share the information, is also valuable too, because a lot of individuals that have started businesses and are starting businesses now don't know that the SBA even exists, and we've been around since 1953. So again, I want to thank you guys for having me on this show, so I can
no
give
problem.
that information, letting them know that you do have support.
Right. Use her services at the Small Business Administration if you trying to get steered in the right direction. She, have the resources, because a lot of people, want to start their own business, get government contracts, and they don't know where to start at, and they can start with you, because some of the payouts I have seen for some of those government contracts were six figures, in the high six figures. They didn't have anybody. They were basically begging you, to sign up and come get this job.
Right.
It's thousands, hundreds,
Right. And that's why we're here again, because we don't want somebody, someone can hear that information, like, what, that's what I want to do. I want to go after government contracting, but you want to make sure you're properly set up, because if you start to go after those opportunities and you don't have the correct supporting documents in place, you don't want to have to say, okay, you know what, I can't go after that after you done said yes. Okay. So we want to make sure that you're set up properly, so your business name don't get out there and it has a bad reputation, because people would not want to do business with you. And I have to also say this again, because I am the veterans rep. So any veterans or spouses of veterans that's interested in getting into the contracting arena, or if you're already in business and are not doing contracting, that's another way to take your business to the next level. And then with our veterans, they come into the game on a leg up anyway, because they have that certification, and people love to spend money with veterans on veteran small businesses. So again, just, being able to be on this platform, sharing that information, I am so thankful for that. But again, some people, when I'm doing events, some people hear, because I'm talking to a veteran audience, they think, okay, SBA only helps veterans. That's untrue. So whether you're military connected or non-military connected, as long as the business that you're looking to open and grow is legit, we can assist you.
Oh, wow. I have a question for you. From your experience, what kind of credit score do someone need from your experience? I'm not sure if you know that, but that's a question for you.
Okay. So because we offer several types of loan products, so if someone is going to go to, let's say, one of the regular banks, they're not going to touch you if your credit score probably is below 650. Okay. There is a loan product that we have, which is called a micro loan. That loan can start from about 1,000 up to 50,000, and they will touch you with a credit score under 650. A lot of times individuals may need to start with a micro loan to actually grow their credit, okay, for their business. Once you pay that off or whatever, and now you're in a position and there's an opportunity to come your way. So now I need to go after, let's say, 100,000. I'm over the threshold for the micro loan. Now I have to approach a traditional lender. So now, my credit score has risen. They see that I did a loan and I paid it back. So again, 650, traditional lender is not going to look at you. Okay. Yeah. But for a micro loan, your credit score can be under 650, but there's also going to be other requirements that they want, because at the end of the day, they want to make sure if you borrow that money, you can pay it back, because you have individuals that may have, okay, I do have something to put down. I do have skin in the game, but if your credit score is not, it can hurt you. So again, that's something that, I put out there a lot. People need to work on that. Even if you're not in a position right now to open up your doors in 2020, maybe your vision is to open up your doors in 2021, 2022. If your credit score is not in a good place, correct that. And if school loans, if you're behind the school loans, you're not paying for it, you can't apply for an SBA loan product or child support. So just to mention those two items.
There it is.
You just throw you just throwed out a nugget about that loan. You call it what, a micro loan? You said,
right?
Yes, a micro loan. So we have micro lenders in that cover the state of Florida, and they provide the technical support along with the application process. So that means that you're not going to reach out to them. They're not going to say, here, fill out these documents. They're going to walk you through the process. They're going to provide you with technical assistance. If you don't have a business plan, they're going to put you in touch with one of the SBA resource partners, because the micro lenders, they actually, borrow the money from SBA and then lend it out to the small business community. And again, they have to make sure that they're lending that money to individuals that's going to be able to pay it back.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, please, everybody want their own business. Please reach out to the U.S. Small Business Administration and get the resources you need to start your business. They have everything there that you said, loan contacts, business plans, or whatever you're trying to do. It don't make no sense that the resources are there and you don't use them. Right. What gives you your passion about all this? Is it how you grew up, your background, seeing people struggle, or you just like entrepreneurs in general?
I needed a job.
Like everybody else.
Funny. I needed a job. So I wanted up at SBA, and I just like doing what I'm doing. That's where the passion comes in at, because I like doing my job. I like sharing the information. I like talking to individuals that have small business ideas or already have small businesses. And I like the fact that I can share that there's a resource that's out there that has been created specifically for them to help them grow, to help them help their communities, as well as create jobs. And, that's the, number one thing. We want to see these businesses create jobs, because the small businesses are the backbone to the economy. So that's where the passion comes in at, me being able to share this information to individuals, knowing that we can help them to, again, grow and be successful.
That's good. And that's a good thing that you just said. And we appreciate it too. I'm real big on that government contracts, getting assistance with it through the SBA, because, I'm telling you what I've seen. It is millions of dollars and thousands of dollars in government contracts that's out there that we don't even know about. They're basically begging you to get this money, and it's there,
Right.
And I'm sure you heard that too.
And if someone is interested in seeing this information, they can actually get onto the national website, which will be sba.gov, and they can look under the area that's going to show the contracts, and it's going to lead them to the portal where they can see, like, in the different areas where those contract opportunities, where are they at, what are they for. So when, again, should someone, if they feel like, this is what I want to do, you want to reach out to SBA, is it fine for me to get the phone number and the website again?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
The phone number for the Jacksonville District Office will be 904-443-1900. Again, 904-443-1900. Or get onto the website. If you got, some free time, get onto the website, because it goes, on and on and on about information, how we, help small businesses, what we can do for them. We also offer online training, because a lot of times the individual may be undecided. Do I want to work for someone or work for myself? So there's online trainings that's free, can run you maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And what that can do is that can be an assessment for someone, because someone may take a training and decide, entrepreneurship is not for me. But if someone is taking that training and they feel like, this is what I want to do, we have over 50 classes, online classes, that's on our website that stays up to date, because anyone that logs into that online class from around the country, some of those trainings actually generate a certificate at the end, which shows that you took the time to invest in yourself as well as the business, that you did your homework. So, and a lot of times that information can be plugged in someone's business plan. Someone may think like, no, I shouldn't put that there. Why not? If you took the time to invest and you attended trainings and workshops to help you to start to grow that business, and you're, someone is reviewing your business plan, they see that, and they see that, you're passionate about what it is that you're doing.
Smalls, would you move to North Dakota for a $2 million government contract with, doing your chickens? Now, we're saying North Dakota.
Well, I tell you one thing, if I can just be there temporarily and come back to Florida, hey, I'll go there. I go to North Dakota, go ahead and get that $2 million contract, work my chickens, man. And hey, look, I come back to Florida. You know how that goes.
I have a question from Meek. Does the SBA help with grants?
Okay, so the grant piece for grants are not available through SBA for business startup. So I mentioned the 4 resource partners: SCORE, SBDC, the Women's Business Center, and the Veterans Business Outreach Center for the veteran community. Because different business owners come to them for advice, they will provide you with leads to say, hey, this organization, provide grants for someone to start in the business. But under the U.S. Small Business Administration, we don't provide grants for business startup. But our resource partners, they can provide you with leads. And then you have like nonprofit organizations. Of course, they want to go after those grants. So now it's like, okay, how do I write a grant? How do I go after a grant? So again, one of our SBA resource partners, they can assist you with that. So basically, any key element that someone needs to start or grow a business, we can assist you with. We want to help you.
I like that one stop. What, Smalls?
Oh, a one-stop shop, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you teaching me some things I didn't know. You can go to
I
y'all.
love it, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
Everything you need, you go to y'all point the fingers. But y'all don't
man.
help with, you have the credible resources.
Right.
Right,
man.
Yeah. Have you heard of any success stories? Anybody came back to you and say, Ms. Hall, thank you?
Was you looking through my window today? No. So with what's going on with COVID-19, so a lot of the small business owners are reaching out to us. And I didn't mention the SBA does have a disaster loan program. Okay, so again, that information can be found on our website. There are 2 loan products: the economic injury disaster loan, and we have the paycheck protection program, which is called the PPP. And I think that ends this week. It may get extended. I'm not sure of that, but those are 2 loan products that are going on now on the disaster side. And someone that I talked to, I want to say last month, I provided him with the information, the contacts, and he called me and said that, he received his disaster loan, and he thanked me for that. And it was shocking to get those phone calls because that's what I'm paid to do. But it was nice for someone to reach out to me to thank me for that.
Right.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Right.
That's pretty good. We always hear about minority-owned business, this and that. If they have funding or you have the resources out there. Is that really true? So
there's no special loan product. I don't want to just talk about loans. There's no special loan products for just certain individuals. Everyone can apply for assistance through SBA. The only special, I want to say, program that we have are for our veterans and spouses of veterans. Okay, that's one of our top initiatives. Okay, not to say no one else matters or anything, but we have to show them that we appreciate what they're doing. So the veterans and the spouses are a top initiative for SBA, as well as other programs. But there's no special minority loan program for anyone that's looking for financing. You have to follow the same steps as anyone else. Okay, it doesn't mean that you won't get any help or get any assistance. I mean, I guess as a government agency, you have to be mindful of the things you do. You don't want to look like you're discriminating against certain people or whatever. But we help everyone. Like I said, as long as it's a business that's a legitimate business, we can assist.
Wow. One thing for sure, we're going to give you a gift. I'm sure Smalls, you're going to agree. When you get your first litter of chickens, please give her the first one as a pet.
Wow.
Can you help her out?
That is funny.
Yeah, you can call them Chicken Little. Call them Chicken
Little. Wow, that's funny.
Yeah,
That's what I eat every night is chicken. I'm just stuck on it.
yeah, you gonna have
And I had a coworker who is a friend of mine, and a lot of her jokes are around the chicken. So if she can hear this conversation, she would think that is so funny.
you're gonna have a chicken running around your house and
I have a
Right.
chicken and a cat, right?
A whole bunch of chicken littles running around, huh?
Yeah, you're gonna have it delivered to your door, running around your house right now.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you. Stay away from Popeyes though.
I know, right? Okay.
That's good what you do. I'm sure a lot of individuals, especially I would say females, look up to you in their own way because they need some guidance, and have you ever been in a situation where anybody just came to you crying because they had no answers and want to start a business so bad they had that passion?
I mean, I've received a few phone calls where, you can hear on the other end that the individual is just so down and out, because a lot of times we get information from individuals that we shouldn't get the information from. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of times, the individual can be just like, I got one more option. Let me see, is this going to work for me? And like I said, I've received, phone calls where I talk to individuals and they sounded really sad. But before we got off the phone, the energy was changed because the individual, could begin to see a light at the end of the tunnel, because it's like, wow, I was told that I couldn't do this, that I shouldn't do this. There was no help for me. But just by having that conversation with that individual just changed their whole mindset on things. So yes, I was in a situation like that a few times.
I don't know your age, but you don't have to tell it. But in my era, you train from growing up with your parents and grandparents. You just work a job, basically collect your Social Security, and whatever your job is going to give you. You're not really taught about being an entrepreneur on the side, doing anything.
Right.
I'm sure you've heard of that, or you might have experienced that. So your platform is very crucial, in the nuggets that you drop in tonight, because I think everybody has something they can do on the side, even if you work a job.
Right. Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because again, a lot of times if we're doing an event and we're sharing, an SBA programs and services, you have those individuals that sit in there like, okay, you know what? I can't start my business till maybe 10 or 15 years down the line because I do have a 9-to-5. That's so untrue. You can start a business and run your business part-time, because your part-time business can shift and grow so much where you're able to, shut the lights out to that 9-to-5 and open up your business full time. You have individuals that maybe, watching this, listening to this, that have a hobby. Okay. As long as it's legitimate, we can help you turn that hobby into a business. You may have someone that likes to bake. Okay. And that they're selling it to their family and friends, but now you want to get your baked goods into businesses. How can I do that? I can't do that because I can't cook it at home, but we can walk you through those channels. What if you have someone that knit or whatever, and people love things that have their name or whatever, they can pick colors or whatever, things like that. We can assist someone, or someone that's running their business at a home. A lot of times individuals put it into those terms. And I always say, don't say that, you're a home-based business. So we can help home-based businesses start, grow, and succeed as well. And, he was talking about the chicken farm. That could be a contracting opportunity as well. What if you find out outside of the federal government, city, state, and local, may want to buy your chickens or your eggs or whatever. So there are so many opportunities out here, so many entry levels to entrepreneurship. And a lot of times you don't know what you don't know. And again, individuals don't know that they do have a resource that's right here in Jacksonville. And we do cover from Orange County down to the Panhandle. So we can assist, any individual that's looking to start or grow a business.
We have a question. Do you have any contacts with what you do? You can refer people in South Carolina with the SBA.
Yep. So there is an SBA in South Carolina, and it will just be sba.gov/ S as in South, C as in Carolina, and you can get to the South Carolina website to see all the information that I'm talking about.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You got
Cool.
your stuff down pack.
I see that.
I try.
Yeah. You ain't you ain't even stuttered or nothing. We were waiting on it.
Wow, man, she
Okay.
got it
And
covered.
let me repeat again, just in case I was talking fast. So it's sba.gov/S as in South, C as in Carolina.
There you go.
There you go.
Someone wanted to know the website for the administration, please. I guess it's the SBA.
It would just be SBA.gov. Just SBA.gov. Okay. And if they're not here in this area, once you get onto that's the national website. Once you get onto the national website, just plug in your zip code and it'll take you to your local SBA district office where you can see and learn all this information that I'm talking about. And I also wanted to share, I didn't mention anything about the individuals 25 and under. We want to see them to start their businesses as well. Not to say we don't have young individuals starting a business, but sometimes you have these young individuals that have ideas, great ideas, but of course they have to, deal with their mom and dad for that. And their mom and dad may not know, like, okay, go sit down somewhere, you got to wait till you get grown on your own. You can be an entrepreneur under the age of 18. You can be a 16-year-old with a successful business. There's children that I see, on social media that are entrepreneurs at a young age. And yes, SBA can assist you, and we want to assist you. So if you have a young individual that has some ideas, let them get onto the website, let them jot down their ideas. And maybe if they're under 18, you will have to go with them to sit down to speak with one of our resource partners, but don't, push them to the side and tell them, get out of here, you're not ready or whatever. We help individuals, again, under the age of 18 also. So
wow. The knowledge that you brought tonight was, I call it massive. What you think, Smalls?
Man, I love it, man. Especially when she said, dream big, start small, man. She gave a perfect example of what you have to do to make that dream happen, man. So it ain't no excuses, people. No excuses.
This was so intense. Right. I usually sing a song, but I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that alone. But we really appreciate you. And I had a really nice time. And I think you dropped some nuggets that, some people that, they didn't have no way of knowing, but you have to use your resources. Like I told you, you can work a job, but there's always something on the side you could do for extra money,
right.
And you never know what it's going to turn out to. Yeah. We're enjoying having you, Ms. Natalie C. Hall, U.S. Small Business Administration in the house from Jersey. I'm sure y'all heard the accent. Mr. Smalls, you know what we do.
Yes, sir.
Let's say a little prayer for her and bless her, that she will continue and stay strong and, continue to do the things that she do, dropping knowledge on a lot of individuals. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, God, for this moment. Thank you for Miss Natalie Hall, man, for dropping some good information on us as far as what we need to do to better ourselves. Just like she says, you can start off small. You can start small, but dream big. And with that being said, let her continue to be a servant to our community as she's been doing this long. In your name, amen.
Amen. We want you to stay on for about 30 seconds after we get off. But Smalls, I want to ask you a question before we finish. Could you just tell us when this chicken farm going to go down? Give us a start date, 2021. What? Say something.
Hey, man, I got that in the works, man. You know what I'm saying? I got that in the works, coming soon.
Yeah, man, we really, say something.
Hey, coming soon, and I will make sure the first chicken that you gonna have is gonna be Chicken Little. It's gonna have a name with a collar on it. Gonna come to the door. Somebody gonna knock on there. You ain't gonna see nobody. We just gonna run and jump like that. You already know. We already know. Yeah, because of COVID-19, we trying to be cautious. So we gonna knock on the door. They're gonna have a little tag on a little neck collar say Chicken Little. You already know where it is.
You know what she gonna say when she see the chicken at the door. You already know what she gonna say. She gonna say this right here.
Who is you? Oh man.
Yeah, you already. She gonna say that at the door as soon as the chicken knock on the door. Am I right or wrong, Small?
Right.
We love y'all. Thank you, Miss Natalie Hall, U.S. Small Business Administration in the house. Up north New York, and I'm usually New Jersey. If y'all didn't understand her accent, just play the replay and slow the tape down. And we love you. Thank you for joining us under the tree. And we'll see y'all at another date. Don't forget to wear your what, Smalls?
Wear your mask. Wear your mask.
We'll be back at it later.